Hi everyone and welcome to my channel. My name is Jen Taylor and I am with the Smart Move group of Keller Williams in the beautiful Howard County, Maryland. And I am coming to you today to talk about COVID-19 and how it impacts you as a seller. So maybe you are somebody who is in the market to possibly sell your house, or you know somebody who might be considering selling their house right now. This video is for you. So be sure to like it, thumbs up, subscribe, share, whatever you have to do, or whatever you can do. I'd greatly appreciate it. So let's just jump right into it. So you are trying to sell your home or considering selling your home during COVID-19, and I think a lot of people have concerns, and they're valid concerns. And so I think this video is really important to kind of address what you can expect if you're going into this kind of unknown gray market area of selling your home during COVID-19. So let's just talk about it. It's one of those things where you can never roll the dice with timing. There's never a crystal ball telling us when is the right time to buy, when is the right time to sell. As a seller, you kind of just got to go with the flow, and if the right time is now and that's for you and your personal situation, then let's roll with it. So things that you need to consider when you're selling your home during COVID-19 is really what are your goals and where do you want to go. So you own a home now, are you looking to buy a different home? So really determining what that is and where you're going to go from here. The other thing is you need to know kind of where the market stats are, like what's going on out there and how can you flip it to find the benefit for you, right? So always trying to find the positive in every situation. There was an interesting stat that was shared with me through my brokerage the other day, and one of it was, so before COVID-19 hit, we were all talking about how inventory was really low and it was a seller's market, right? So with COVID-19, obviously there has been an additional impact on inventory because either sellers are not listing or they're pulling houses down. So taking that negative and flipping it to a positive. So demand was already high, right? Going into this year 2020, before COVID-19 even hit, demand was already high. We were seeing multiple offers. We were seeing houses go over asking. We were seeing appraisals waived. We were seeing inspections waived. I mean, there was all kinds of crazy stuff going on. Inventory was low, which was driving that demand. Now, I just saw that inventory at this point in time is down 22% year over year from where it was last year. 22% less homes are on the market now, which as a seller, that can be a huge benefit to you because demand from the buyer's perspective is still there. I mean, they've been coming out of the winter market with the inventory already low, hoping to find that new property or that new home for themselves, and inventory is even lower than it was before. So your demand is going to remain high. The other stat to know that kind of rolls into supply and demand is going to be the number of cancellations that have occurred within the past few weeks since COVID-19 broke out. There's been a 70% increase in the number of homes that have been pulled off the market by other sellers who do not want to move forward with either listing at all or listing right now. So let's take that negative and flip it into a positive, right? So again, it feeds into demand. Everybody else might not be willing to list their house to sell, but you may be willing to list yours, which means that your house may be in higher demand in this current market, because if you have something and you price it right and it's in the right location, condition is good, you price it accordingly to all three of those things, it's going to sell quickly. We just had multiple offers on a house in Glen Burnie. It was on the market for 3 days, but we priced it right based on its condition and its location, and it sold really fast because there was nothing else going on in that area and the buyer needed a new home. The other thing that is, I'm sorry, I'm just looking at my stats over here. The other interesting statistic that I thought was, initially when I read it, I saw it as a negative, but it's actually pretty positive, is that contracts are down almost 48%. So that it just feeds into the lack of inventory. There's not enough houses out there on the market for buyers to put contracts in on. So it really could be, as a seller, looking at it from a broader perspective and not just the fact that, yeah, you know, there are more risks. Obviously, you want to maintain safety for yourself, your family, for the buyers that are coming through your home. But there's also great opportunity during these times. So, you know, we have lower inventory, down 22%. We have cancellations up by 70%. And we have contracts down by 48%, all leading to, I guess, how I'm interpreting it as higher demand on good homes out there. So if you're a seller and you've been considering jumping to the market, the stats say that it could be a good time. The other thing that you need to kind of, you know, think about also is just taking those extra steps and those extra precautions for the buyers who might be coming out to still look. You know, have the booties available, have disinfectant available, have masks if you're able to get your hands on those masks. Be prepared to have your home cleaned maybe a little bit more often than you normally would, you know, to maintain just the cleanliness, the safety, and the precaution for yourself and your family. And again, as going back to the things that I first mentioned, is always remember what your goals are. If your goal is to sell your home and move into the next property, maybe you can switch that around and buy your next property and then sell your home. And that way, you know, following safety precautions and CDC guidelines isn't such an inconvenience for you as a seller because you're still living in the property. If you were able to and are financially positioned to move on to your next home first, then it leaves the house that you need to sell in a really great position to be easily shown to buyers who may be a little bit more leery of COVID-19 since it would be vacant. There's so many options out there as a seller, and you know, just taking what's going on and trying to find the opportunity and the positivity during this pandemic, you can really, really possibly make out during the current market. So if you are looking to sell your home, definitely share this, or maybe you know somebody that's going to be in the market to sell a home. Click like, hit share, subscribe to my channel, and I hope to be sharing more videos like this to come at you guys with knowledge and just advice and kind of navigating the real estate market. So take care, and I will see you guys soon.